I want to share with you the productivity tools that help me to achieve this feat. My hope in sharing this is that it helps someone out there that is finding it difficult in I recently completed a second degree while balancing a 9 to 5, and it was quite overwhelming. Yes, it was, but I was able to pull through and hit a 4.5 plus CGPA. And this video, I want to share with you the productivity tools that help me to achieve this feat. My hope in sharing this is that it helps someone out there that is finding it difficult in balancing multiple things, whether it is work, whether it is study, or any other responsibilities in general. Listen. Technology is meant to make your life easier. It's had easier. It's amazing that I get to experience two different worlds. When I studied or when I had my first degree in petroleum engineering, I had little or no knowledge about technology. As a matter of fact, I wasn't exposed to so much technology as I am exposed to right now. I had a classmate back then that had a project on AI, but it was all theory. There was no practical. Fast forward to years down the line, I get to be a sucker for technology. My master's project was on AI, which was quite interesting. So before I get right into the tech side of things, I want to make mention of 3 solid things that helped me achieve this feat when it comes to mindset. So one is embracing that it's just a phase. So there's this thing I always do, I always say, it's just a phase, right? That means after some point, after some time, it's going to get past. It's not going to last forever. So I had that same mindset when it comes to my master's. I wasn't sure if I was going to go ahead with it or not, but I kept telling myself it's just a phase. That means it will last forever. So whether I did it or I did not do it, 1 year is going to get passed by, 2 years will get passed by. So it's just a phase. Second thing that kept me going was quality over convenience. I wanted to have an upgrade in my life, and actually I was bored. Okay, let's not get into details of that. Quality over convenience. So what I mean to say is anything worth doing is worth doing well. Even though you find yourself packing feces, pack it well. This might not be the best description, but what I'm saying, wherever you find yourself, even though it's somewhere that you don't want to be at, all you have to do is to be the best at what you're doing. Put your best foot forward. Why would I have to involve myself in something in the first place if I'm not going to put in my best? I might as well not even start. The third thing is acknowledging the power of consistency. Listen, it might be quite overwhelming for starters, but this is what you have to understand that, this is what I said to myself. If I'm able to read page 1 today, I'm able to read page 2 tomorrow, page 3 next tomorrow. By the end of the month, I should be done with the whole chapter of the book. So I put consistency at a very high pedestal to make sure that I achieve what I want to achieve. So these 3 things were the things that kept me going. Cry if you need to, because on some days I wept, but I kept going, and that's the amazing thing about it. At the end of the day, there's something good to show for it. So I'm not here to spit perspire to aspire bars. I just wanted to know that these things actually helped me, and it might as well help you too. So let's delve right into the tech part of things. One of the biggest challenges I face, and I think it's quite common for most people that are actually on multiple things, is time management. I was working, I was skilling, and I had other personal things I need to take care of. So it's a no-brainer that I needed to manage my time effectively in order not to get so burnt out or to collapse or any of those similar things. So what I use to schedule most of my things are Google Calendar. As basic as this sounds, it actually did help me, and I'll tell you how. I use Google Calendar to manage most of my work deadlines, my study deadlines. So for context, my tests and quiz were actually done online while my exams were physical. So there was a day I actually missed a test, which wasn't funny, and that's because I missed the deadline. I forgot. I'm human. So after that day, I said, okay, no, I need to do better. And that was because at the initial stage, I wasn't properly organized. I was still trying to find a balance. So when I sat down and properly had a structure as to how to get this going, Google Calendar was one major thing that I jumped on. I was able to set reminders, recurring timelines, everything back to back. So Google Calendar can help you to set recurring timelines. Google Calendar can help you to schedule work meetings, allocate 9 to 5 work hours. Then I used the evening to like to block study for my evening schedule and all of that, which was quite helpful. So I was able to know what to do at each particular time. So the daily checking notification was actually great. So what happened before, I made sure that it did not happen again. So usually when a test is being given, they give a timeline as to when it's going to expire. So I made sure that my calendar, my time schedules actually matches up with the timeline that is being given, and write them before the timeline elapses. Does that make sense? Yes. And I was able to even sync it with all my devices. So my wristwatch, my laptop, my phone, everything were synced together. So I had like 3-factor authentication, making sure that I do not miss any deadlines or any test classes or whatsoever. While Google Calendar is excellent for time management, Calendly is amazing for specialized scheduling features. Imagine you call consultant and you run like a 24 hours service. That's outrageous, by the way. But then get the point. And I'm not just in that space to have that back and forth conversation as to whether I'm available or not. All I need to do is just to send you a unique link, and you get to see in real time the days that I am available, and you pick a date for a session. That's it. So you can block other days that you don't want to have any communication with anybody, or even in a study group. You're in a study group and you want to share with your study members the days that you're available. So Calendly helps to organize all of that, which is quite interesting, and that way you get to have a more better work and study time. The next productivity tool is for someone like me that likes to read in 3 steps. First step, I need to glance through the document to have an understanding of what it is. This is where AI Summarizer comes in. AI Summarizer helps me to go through the document and give me key points as to understand what the document is about. So before now, I manually go through a document. I just glance through to get the key points and just have a general understanding of the document. But with the help of AI Summarizer, who needs to do that? All I need to do is to put in my document, and it gives me a summary of everything, and I understand. So this helps me in terms of classes, and then I listen to the lecturer, and after the lecturer is done lecturing, I then go back and start to read more carefully and in a more detailed manner. But it helps me to save that whole time of glancing through in the first place, removing redundant information that we probably spend so much time reading manually. So another AI tool I really played around with was Chat PDF. For context, I'll give you an example of a case study. For this test I wrote, I got 8/10. Sorry, 7/10 actually. I filled 3 questions, and honestly, the 3 questions I filled, I had no idea where those answers were in the PDF, in the document. So after the test, all I had to do was just had to upload the PDF and do the prompts, and boom, the section where that question originated was shown to me, and I had to read in detail and prepare for my exams. Although I did not study the whole course material for the test, but then the AI helped me after the test to see the session that I missed, and I was able to read in depth and prepare for the exam, so that what happened in the test wasn't going to happen again. The truth is, manually, I must have figured it out along the line, but it would have taken me a whole lot of time. But in few minutes or few seconds, I was able to get a particular session where that question originated, and helped me to prepare better for my exams. Another tool I really played around with, I call it my PA or my 2IC, is the AI note taker. And this is why my lectures are usually online, and sometimes when the lecturer is lecturing, I get to sleep off because I'm human. I'm so tired from the day's work, and I sleep and wake up to nobody on the call. Quite embarrassing. Oops. But the good thing is my AI note taker got me, in the sense that all I have to do is to go to my email, and I get to see everything that the lecturer spoke about. It takes notes for me as the class or lecture is going on. So if you're judging me and saying, oh, why would you sleep on the call, the AI note taker can still do something quite useful for you in case you're not like me that sleeps up on the call. AI note taker can help in the sense that sometimes the brain is not able to write and simulate at the same time. You could be taking notes manually and somehow miss your thought process or miss out on something your lecturer said. So the AI note taker in this context is telling you, don't even bother taking notes. I'm going to do the job for you. All you have to do is listen, and after the call, you can then get to match what the AI jotted down and what you listened throughout the course lecture. Win-win. This is such an amazing tool if you ask me, because I made sure that I used it to the best of my ability. Most times when I'm commuting away from work, all I have to do was just to convert my text to audio, put in my AirPods, and I'm listening, I'm reading. On days where I work from the office, I get back home, I'm trying to make something to eat, I'm listening. Days where I'm at the gym, I'm listening. It's just so flexible, makes my life a whole lot easier. The time that I would have taken to sit down and manually go through the document, the audio helps a lot to manage my time and helps me to multitask a lot better. Since if I need to take persons while listening to jot down things, good and fine, I can do all of that. It really helps, even in terms of eye strain. So that way, I'm not fixated on my screen or on the documents, which is also amazing. And like I said, technology is meant to make your life easier. If it's not making your life easier, throw it away. Notion is an all-in-one digital workspace. Such a versatile productivity tool. You can use it to manage your work tasks, you can use it to manage your academic projects, you can use it to manage your personal to-do list. A to Z, you can do every single thing when it comes to organizing yourself on Notion. Personally, I use Notion to even plan my content on YouTube. It's such versatile that you need to actually know how to use it and make good use of it well. For higher level use, you can integrate it into other apps, whether Slack, Good Drive. You can even integrate it with Zapier to automate some of your tasks. It's amazing, quite versatile. You have to have a deep understanding of how it works in order to make the best use of it. I've come to appreciate the power of these tools and how they've managed to transform my approach towards work and towards study. It's quite remarkable how much technology has helped to streamline and simplify things. Please let me know in the comment section what tool you're looking forward to trying, or what tool you've used on the time past that actually helps you in terms of work, in terms of study. I want to hear from you in the comment section. Hi, I'm Oma. If this is your first time, nice to meet you. Please get comfortable. Here in my channel, I get to talk about tech, entertainment, and arts. And I hope to see you next time. We get to say goodbye today in order to say welcome next week. Bye, guys.